Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversation. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
5 years ago, the Power of We Symposium was created to provide a platform for kids from all sectors where they could have a safe and comfortable environment in which to share both their joys and concerns. The Power of We Symposium is proud to have served over 250 kids throughout Romania when we took our mission global back in May of 2023. Now, 2 teams of amazing volunteers from both the U.S. and Romania embarked on an 8-day Legacy of Hope tour, bringing encouragement and hope to not only the kids of Romania, but also the adults who support them, and also to over 100 kids here in the U.S. who contributed handwritten letters of hope to our Romania mission of 2023. Now, this year, we are proud to provide this opportunity yet again in October, and we are super excited to up our game. New venue, 750 kids this time, and we want to see you there. We're looking forward to meeting you in person at this year's event, which promises, as always, incredible speakers, amazing content, and of course, some of the greatest kids on the planet. So, mark your calendars for October 24th, and we'll see you here in Chicagoland for the Power of We Symposium 2024. This year's theme is Always Together, Never Alone. Tickets are available now on Eventbrite or at powerofwesymposium.com.
Before you get it, baby, show me your soul. And honey, I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine. Boy, I'm standing right here holding up a sign, shamelessly displaying my state of mind. But you walk right past
Hey. Good morning, and good. I should have held that about 13 more seconds. Would have been perfect. Morning. I'm singing because my man Aron O'Dowd is in the house from Ireland. And I, for one, I know y'all didn't know this, but I love it when I get the chance to express myself and share this little known gift that I have. And it is a gift that I am fluent in Irish. I am. And I don't mean just the brogue. I can speak Irish. You want to hear some? Okay. Manly, yes, but I like it too. Wait, there's more. Give me gold and I'll leave ye alone. Wait, did I say that one? Wait. Oh, give me Lucky Charms. There. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So now I need to know that song that Steve Martin sang in that one movie, the Irish lullaby. Okay, I'm on one today. You guys, you are in for quite a treat today. Aron O'Dowd, this guy is just so incredible. Listen, well, I'll wait till he gets in here. I was going to tell you what just happened before we came on. What a beautiful world he lives in, and you're going to find out why here shortly. Listen, it is the Memorial Day weekend here in the United States of America this weekend. It's a long weekend. A lot of people have already taken off for sites and destinations unknown. The official kickoff, if you will, for the summer. A lot of people put their boats in the water this weekend. So whatever you're doing, be safe and try to ease some suffering wherever it is your travels take you. Is that okay? That's the bell of purpose. I ring it on purpose. Why? Because that bell, just like the truth, it does. In fact, you guessed it. It has a ring to it. So that's why I do that during the show, to remind you to tune in. I know you're busy doing 101 things, but don't miss this truth, right? So there's that. And Lucy McGillicuddy Ricardo, my sidekick, she's my version of Ed McMahon. Here she is, my coffee cup. She's been here all 8 years, and delicious. Today's flavor of coffee is vanilla. Or if you're bougie, vanilla. Same thing. That's not one of those tomato words. So anyway, Aron has a podcast, Mr. O'Dowd. It's called, I don't know why he called it this. I don't see the connection. It's called The Aron O'Dowd Show. Scratching my head. I'm kidding. So it's a namesake, his show. It's a podcast. And this guy, get ready to be poured into. Get ready to learn a lot. Okay. Here he comes. He's never been here before. So you know what we do, you guys. We get on our feet, virtually, that is. Standing ovation by putting some hearts on the screen. I hear him coming down the hallway now. Wait, is that an Irish lullaby he's humming? Here he comes, Aron O'Dowd. Well, howdy, Mr. O'Dowd. How are you today?
I am doing good. And you, almighty sir?
Thank you. I'm so excited that I found you and you found me. You're in, I find it, here's an interesting fact. You are in Limerick, Ireland. The actual place that limericks were named from. Now, you guys see that we have a slight delay. Because, yes. So I'm going to pause after I say everything to give you a chance to respond. So how's that sound? So do you have a limerick you can share today?
No, I don't. I am from Limerick and I live in Spain right now. So
that's the lamest, empty-pocketed limerick excuse I've ever heard. I'm in Spain, so I don't know. I didn't bring my limericks with me. Okay, well, next time you're here, I expect you to deliver a limerick.
Sure, I say. Sure, I will.
Will you wear the little costume too? Oh, wait, that's a leprechaun. Sorry.
No, I won't. Yeah.
Oh, let me ask you something. When you were a kid, do you guys have Halloween?
Yes, we do. Yes.
Have you ever were you ever dressed up as a leprechaun as a kid?
No, no. I was Superman, Batman, Hercules. I dressed up at everything and anything except a leprechaun.
Oh, okay. You didn't. You know what? I wish I would have thought about that. I've never seen a leprechaun costume available. It would be a cool one. Maybe this year is the year for me. So, okay. So, listen, Aron, a little thing I like to do is give the guest, which is you today, a chance to just speak what's on their heart for about 60 seconds. I'm going to dip out. You'll have the entire screen and just tell the world what it is that you'd like to tell them about Aron O'Dowd this morning. Then I'm going to come back in and we'll officially get this party started. Sound okay?
Sounds awesome.
Okay. And again, you guys, if you're wondering why are they so slow, there is a delay because we're on different parts of the world. And Aron might shed some light on what's going on his side of the table, other than just being in Ireland. But I'll leave that up to him. Aron, take it away. It's all you. I'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hello, my name is Aron O'Dowd. I live in Spain. I'm a rower, triathlete, podcaster of the Aron O'Dowd Show. I have a farm in Spain and work with my family. And fun fact, I can't see the world as good as you can because I have a visual impairment, which allows me to see the world in a completely different way. But yet, it does not stop me to achieve greatness and to rock on in the world as the incredible being that I am. I interview people to show that we have to thrive in success, and that's what I have in my story, and that's the world have, regardless if you're a multi-billionaire or someone starting from zero.
Oops. Okay, I'll take that as my cue to come back in. Thank you for that, Aron. So you led on that you have an impairment. How much do you have any sight? What can you see?
I have about 20 or 40% vision. I forgot the percentages, but I can see people's shapes. I can see the room around me, but don't ask me to read maps or tell what color eyes you are or little details like that. I use text to speech to read out my phone and my laptop. So yeah, I'm pretty mobile.
Yes. And most people, unless you told them, they wouldn't know. Now, here's what I found very interesting. I alluded to it a minute or two ago when I said something happened while we were in the green room talking prior to going live. And I was joking, but I didn't know that I was accurate when I said, hey, I bet you didn't even know I was black. And you said,
I said, no, I didn't even know you were black.
He had no idea. And I was like, wow. And it just was an incredibly beautiful moment. Right out of my mouth with no thought came, boy, what a beautiful world you live in. Let's talk about that for just a second before we get into the literal work. Now, I do know that you're a social worker, right? You studied.
What do you mean by social worker?
I saw it in your stuff, a social worker. It said you were a social worker.
No.
Really? Okay. Well, now I know why we're going to. Okay. Well, I know maybe.
I'm a podcast, social media. So
maybe that was me
worker,
senior moment.
Therapist, if that's what you meant by social worker.
Yes, that's what we call them.
Maybe.
Okay. So let's go with this. When did this? Let's talk about the sight thing just for a second, so we can set the stage. Have you always been at this level of sight? Did it progressively get worse? What's the reference point there?
So I was I was born with 6 toes, and the umbilical cord wrapped around my neck. Was 4 pounds 10 ounces, and I was in incubator, and I grew larger and larger, and I for the first probably 5 or 6 7 years I grew up as a normal child. Didn't notice anything, took on the world any child does, but my mom started to notice little grains of things that was happening in my with my vision. So probably 5 or 6, I got a pair of glasses, and still I was hitting my head off stuff, and accidents were happening. And my mom took me to the ophthalmologist, and she said, Aron, the doctor looked at my eyes and he said, look, Aron has retina pigmentosa. And what that means is the back of the eye is closing in, and he'd probably be blind by his 20s. Right now, I'm 33 years old. Like I said, about 20 or 40% vision. During puberty, that's where all the damage is done. People could eventually lose all their sight, or they could keep some of their sight. Doctors really don't know, but in the exploration of my mom exploring this gene called Bardet-Biedl syndrome, which we found out while we were living in America. My sister has a similar condition. My uncle has a similar condition. And the way the genetics run at the moment, based on the clinics I'm in Ireland for genetic testing, that my kids could have it based on the genetic profile of the. I don't have any in the genetics of possible relationships that go forward. So that's kind of that it is. I've lost nighttime vision. I can only look straight. Can look left or right and help me see better. Like I said, I use technology. I use a long cable.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I navigate the world.
Wow. Okay. And again, unless you brought it up, I would not have known. So that's an extremely impressive resume you have there and how you navigate. Thanks for sharing that. So now let's get to the real stuff, the juicy parts, if we could. Aron, we said you see the world differently, and it's not just because of the lack of sight. You see the world differently for a number of reasons. Talk about that.
And having a sight impairment, you get to see the energy of the world. You get to feel the world through the senses. There's a whole different composure, like tasting and hearing and touching and smelling, magnetized to a very heightened level. And I love food. Get to use the senses. I use my hearing for podcasting. I use my physical touch for massage and training in the sport of now triathlon. I just spirituality in 2008. I got exploring into the spirituality, mysticism. That's kind of the other aspects of my senses.
Did you say mysticism? Well, now we're getting somewhere. And you guys, bear with us. Aron is in Spain, and so the internet is not as good as we would like, but we're getting it. And we're going to get through this hour, and it's going to be impressive. It's going to be empowering. So just hold on. Just hold on, you guys. So, okay, let's go here. True consciousness. I didn't know that was the literal meaning of Sanskrit. So you're into, that's some deep stuff. It sounds like it's for smart people. Woo woo for smart people. So tell me how you got into this work. What was it that drew you to it?
So the name that I think referring to is my holistic podcast called Sanseet. It means true consciousness in Sanskrit. I came across a book called Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda, a very popular and famous book. And I read about it, and I heard this term was Kriya Yoga. And I said to my dad, I want to do this. Is there a teacher coming? And he said, yeah, there's a teacher coming in from Austria into Ireland. And I was in high school in Dublin in a residential school, and I said, yeah, let's go for the weekend and let's go get and learn more about this thing called Kriya Yoga. And in 2011, I got initiated into Kriya Yoga. And I started learning about Sanskrit and mantras, Hinduism, and everything related to the concepts and the ideas that Kriya Yoga would bring. That's my favorite meditation. I don't teach it. I mainly practice my own personal enjoyment.
Mm-hmm. So what do you consider your divine purpose in this journey?
That's a good question. I think for me, divinely, I'm here to empower, inspire, and navigate this world to learn what it's like to go inwards through the sense of energy, but not being able to see. And that's kind of what I do so well, is I can feel, I can touch, I can smell, I can hear energy and other hidden things that people can't, but able to explain it in the layman's terms where anyone that's not in it in a particular way. That's my deduction, but I could be down a completely different route of what I'm here for, but that's kind of it, what I've discovered.
It makes sense to me. Good. I'm glad you said that, because that means that I have access to a pool of golden nuggets, right, with you, because you have access to something I do not. And that's how I look at it. So I'm right now, I don't know if you can hear that, but those are my hot little hands sliding together as I go, yay, I'm about to go swimming in the pool of liquid gold. So here we go. I want to know this. What do you know for a fact? Boy, I can just hear you thinking, where you'd say, man, all of those sighted people, if they only knew, fill in the blank. If they only knew, fill in the blank.
If they only knew that the answer, stop looking outwards, look inwards. That's all yours. For every goddamn question you have, there's an answer within your heart. Just so go within.
Okay, so some smartass somewhere is right now going, oh yeah, fella, what am I supposed to do? Crack my chest open to look within my heart? How does one look within their heart? Sounds easy.
Talk, meditate, go for a walk, go for a swim, train. This word meditation is something that we use a lot, but meditation is everything. If you love, love is a word we throw around a lot, but if you love carpentry, that's your heart speaking. If you love training like I do, that's my heart speaking. If you love podcasting, whatever floats your boat and gets you into that drug of high, that's your heart speaking. And the individual know what it is to be in that space where, like, I don't care how long this takes, but time flies and it happens. And I just I gotta share to Mary and Bob and Joe that I just did this and do that. That is the energy of us bubbling to the surface through our excitement.
So can I ask you, with your heightened senses, how does that tie into how you absorb frequency, or let's say energy, or for the kids with that thing called vibe? Are those things heightened because of your situation? Do you believe this inwardness that you are forced to understand?
Yes, it is. I can smell, I can touch, I can feel, I can hear everything at a very minute level. And I don't know how to explain it yet. I'm still exploring understanding, but someone could hit a vibration of 5 to 8. It's like, in a heightened state, say, ooh, that's chocolate, or that's something, or walk into a room and I just know something's off or something. It's a very minute component, but when you're, listening to frequency, it generates resonance, and that resonance is when you have a very heightened senses, you can just pick it up like the way you could pick up a pen or a pencil.
Yeah, Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Do you ever feel like you're being gypped, shortchanged, missing out because of your situation? Does that ever cross your mind? Do you ever feel that way? Waiting on the internet, you guys. Are you there, Aron? Uh-oh. I think he's not just chilly. I think he's completely frozen. He'll come back because this happened earlier when we were chatting. Oh, there he is. See? Were you able to hear? Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Something's going. It's going on. It's 3:30 in the afternoon in Spain where he is. So I don't know. Maybe traffic? Let's just wait. We'll wait. I'll pull him out. And then when I see him come back, I'll bring him back in. This is a perfect time to go to a break. I'm so honored. Tomorrow, Saturday, the 25th, two of my family members, one niece and one nephew, they are cousins, Dr. Reginald Dixon and Shelley Ruth Ferrier Jackson. One lives in the Kansas City area. The other one lives in California. But they have written a book together on the ABCs of Black dating a Black woman, dating a Black man. And tomorrow, we're having an all-family panel that spans the decades, all ages, to discuss just this. So here's a little peek into what you can expect tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central right here on Trajectory TV. ABCs of dating a Black man or woman. We'll be right back.
I never wanna leave. Yeah, I'm right where I wanna be. We got something you and me, and I can't get rid of this feeling. Just like a magnet, we're just like a magnet. The things we have can't be taken for granted. Now I know that it has always been you. I can't help it, I'm so drawn to you. Just like a magnet, we're just like the magnet. The things we have can't be taken for granted. Now I know that it has always been you. I can't help it, I'm so drawn to you. Hey, I'm so drawn to you. I'm so drawn to you.
On July 4th, 1962, I found myself in the lost and found of mankind. Just because something finds its way to the lost and found doesn't mean that it wants to be there. Just because something finds its way to the lost and found doesn't mean that the person who lost it doesn't care for that lost item.
You are writing moments that people will learn from, grow from, and heal through for thousands of years.
Together, we are co-authoring a unique moment in time.
That DNA, those fingerprints, they're going to be gone. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
But it is your story
That they will tell for thousands of years. But only if you leave it. Things that do not serve you must go. The longer you wait, the more time you give them to trick you into serving them.
22 homes in foster care, everything I wore as a scar, as a shame, things that started like Velcro on my spirit. After just a few months, then years, then decades, I had believed myself into believing that they were indelible tattoos. Sometimes we have to be broken down to appreciate the view once we start getting up.
I want you to leave this place and know that you have been changed. Why? How do I know it's true? Because each of you has just changed.
Welcome back to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. I'm your host, Dr. Lauren, and our guest, Aron O'Dowd, who is currently in Spain, originally from Ireland. He had to go and sign some autographs, I found out, and now he is back. I think you're back. There. Are you back?
I'm back. I'm back. Yes, I'm so sorry. God damn it, internet! I want to kick your ass. A very
I know
point of our conversation. So
I'm telling you what. I am convinced that Spain gets their internet from the dollar store. I'm just saying. I'm kidding. Oh Lord, did you freeze on me again? Oh, there you are. I heard you laugh.
totally.
Right. So listen, we're talking about. I know where I want to go now. We lost a little time, but I want to go to. I was nosing all up inside your business, and I was getting ready for the show, and I saw that one of your podcast titles, or I think it is, it was called It was very intriguing. Talk about this title and what this was all about. Architecting the Legacy of Life. Love it. Love that entire passage right there. Tell us what that's all about. What you were, you created this content. Share it with us if you would.
So I interviewed a very interesting gentleman called Ashkan, whose father was blind, a very wealthy man in Iran, and him and I met in his podcast. His father was also blind, and his family moved to, and is a very influenced businessman, and he started 90210 Enterprise, and what archetype of legacy people.
We're gonna have to get Aron back here. I'm gonna make him go to the library, Starbucks if they have them over there. I'm sure. Oh, let me shut up. He can't hear me. Are you back, Aron? I know, Aron. 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 Can you hear me?
I'm here.
VoiceOver on Chrome. Stream studio camera. VoiceOver off.
I'm here.
That's his assistant.
Here and clearly proud, I say.
I just, you know what I'm thinking? Let me ask you this. Do you have this issue with your internet all the time, or is this a fluke?
This is just a fluke. I don't know if it's StreamYard or something, but I use Zoom a lot and don't have this issue. It's just here right now. So.
Oh, so you're just gonna blame it on my StreamYard, huh? I'm just kidding.
I think I would.
I was going to put it out there then. It's not that Spain has dollar store internet. You can't see it, but I'm shaking my head. Yes, they do. Okay, because
I'm like, just where I'm.
The audience is missing so much of your ooey gooey chewy goodness. We're gonna finish the show, but I'm gonna bring you back.
Okay.
See.
Let me move into another room to see if that works better.
Oh, okay. We're open. Did you guys notice?
I'm going to move and see.
Aron had beautiful, beautiful bookshelves back there, but did you guys notice there was not one book? Not one. And
Okay. Is that better? Can you hear me better now?
Oh, you even look clearer.
Brilliant. I had to move rooms into my living room here to get a better connection. So, because our conversation is quite important.
Oh, there you go. even though now we see that you have a beautiful set of nostrils. Okay, there your eyes are. Good. Oh, there. Okay. So, okay, I want to go into, let's see. Okay, the name. Let's go backwards in a way. We talked about how you got the name for your show, and the meaning is true consciousness. So let me ask you this. Do you believe in angels?
I believe in everything. And yeah, I do.
Yes, I do. Oh, who's that walking around back there? Who is that?
Oh, that's my sister.
Hello, sister. She probably can't hear me.
No, she
Okay.
just walked by there. So
Uh-huh. No worries. I love your shirt, by the way. Do you know what it looks like?
I do, yes.
How?
My mom told me.
See, Mike, see? Now, a lot of you guys thought I was being rude or trying to be funny when I asked you, but I knew he knew. I just wanted y'all to find out that he knew and find out how. So let's talk. First of all, let's go there. Because now you got me just nosy. I'm beyond curious. So who shops for you? Do you go with your mom and she go, ooh, Aron, this, because that shirt is the bomb.
Yeah. I tell her what I want. She knows what I want, and we go shopping together, and we try on stuff, and it works and it doesn't work, and that's how it works. Or I get the shop assistant to help me, and so on. So
How do you, okay, because I'm telling you, that is a beautiful shirt. I want it.
okay.
So if you ever get sick of it, mail it to me. Now, let me ask you this. So what about when you're choosing what to wear? Do you choose or does somebody choose for you?
Both. I like if it fits well, it's how it feels on me. But adding design and all that, no, I have to ask someone to give me a hand to
No,
visually.
I mean after you already have the clothes. Now, like in your room, you have your own stuff hanging up and in the drawers. How do you know that your socks match the pants and shirt? How do you know that the shirt matches the jacket?
I have to ask them. I try it on. I ask my mom, does it all match? No, yeah, go get another thing or another thing. So it's a constant back and forth.
Okay, so I bet you never do you ever ask your sister? Because I'm telling you, if I was your brother and you asked me, I think I'd be tempted to put some crazy ass outfit together and tell you, oh, you look great. Why don't you go outside and walk around for a minute? So, has that ever happened?
It has. Life brings amazing and unusual things to you. So
Yes. What oh, I know a great question. What about this? What do you do, Aron? Say like when your family is like, okay, it's movie night.
I'm able to see bits of the movie, but we stick on audio description, or I'll sit close to the TV and I'll watch the movie. So that's how I do it.
Wow. What is audio description? Is that the same as closed captioning?
No, audio description is like my computer. It reads out the scene, like Bob is gonna kill Mary, or some action scene that's happening. It'll describe it in audio.
Wow. Awesome. I did not know that. Well, now let's talk about your physicality, because you are an athlete, a decorated athlete. How did you get into that? What is your jam? What is your favorite athletic thing to do? And just take us down that road.
So I grew up watching football and Formula One, and I always wanted to do sports. And I was an adrenaline junkie, going mountain boarding and chasing dogs downhill on bikes. But my vision got to a point where, like, what can I do? And someone said, "Hey, do this thing called rowing." And I got into rowing, and in a year I went from knowing the sport, club level, and racing internationally. And I won a record and broke a record by 32 seconds, which lasted 8 years.
Wow. Bravo, bravo. So
Thank you.
what do you do today? For your fitness stuff? Because you look pretty fit to me. So what do you get into today?
Triathlons.
Oh, still.
Still, yeah. I'm an adventurer for going from knowing the sport international level. So I'm at that point where I'm between national and international level right now.
Do you ever, when setting goals, setting intentions, every day dreaming of your future, Do
Yes.
you dream the dream and figure out how to make it work later, or do you build the dream based on obstacles? I already know the answer, but I had to come up with something.
I base the dream and then live it, and then obstacles come up. I adapt, pivot, and then figure how to overachieve the obstacles.
Do you feel you have an unfair advantage because you know what I'm saying? All your stuff is all heightened and everything, but how do you share the availability, the access to people who are fully sighted, that they have access to everything you can see because you're not sighted? You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact that I bet that's frustrating for you, where you want to share with us, like, look, you goo-goos, if you knew what I know, you would want to see what I see while you can still see through your eyes. You don't have to be blind to get here. Is that real? Do you believe that?
I do, and the secret is communication. I have to communicate. This is what I can do. This is how to do it, and so on. But I wish, like the dog in the lead, let's just go run. Forget about it. And when I train, I run with guides, swim with guides, bike with guides, and a period of time over 6 months to a year, it becomes like a marriage where I just tangle with them. I don't have to explain, but I wish I could just show them what I can see and what they can see, and instead of communicating it.
So you work with people, correct? Don't you
Yes.
okay. So what is it that you would say draws people to the work that you do? I kind of have a feeling I know, but why don't you talk about that? Because I'm sure, for the most part, they're regular everyday people with all their faculties. And what is it you think people learn or come to you to learn the most? Because you're Aron O'Dowd.
They come to me to learn about resilience. How do I manage the obstacles? How do I show up and live life the way I have, even though the challenges I have can frustrate the hell out of me? And people think, wow, you're inspiration. You can do A, B, and C, even though you have this amount of vision, or you can do that. So that's what people kind of see in me, and I kind of blow their mind away, and they blow my mind away. And that's the one thing I love about it.
That's nice. That's nice. What is it one day, Aron, let's say 100 years from now, that you would, if you could be a fly on the wall at somewhere in this world 100 years from now, what would you hope to hear people saying about you?
Wow, that's a mouthful of of a question.
Why,
I
thank
love
you.
it. You're welcome. I I would love for people to say, Aaron, inspired me. He did this, he did that, but actually, he showed us that obstacles are just potholes in the road.
Got that right. And that means you can go off-roading if you have to. You ain't got to hit the potholes. Go around them. Aron, what makes you smile the most in life? What makes your spirit smile the most in life?
I love food. Food, people look at Playboy magazines and pornography, but my pornography is food. And I've had friends who have chefs. I made them cry over serving 60 people in a restaurant at very high levels. But I just love sitting down with food, smelling the flavors, tasting them in my mouth. That's something my spirit loves to do, to meditate, to go swimming, to go training, to go racing, and sitting down with people and to interview them and go psychological fishing to get their story going from survive to thrive to success.
Nicely put. Nicely put. Oh my goodness. I'm on a roll because I got
You
another
are.
good one. I got another good one. What about this one? When you're sleeping and you're dreaming and your dreams are crystal clear, what is it like to wake up to the limited vision? you know what I'm saying? It's almost like if someone were to if I was craving an ice cream cone and I dreamed it was right in front of me. And right when I was going to take a lick, I woke up. I'm like, everybody, you've had those dreams where I don't care what it is, but you've had dreams where right at the thing the whole dream has been about, your ass wakes up. And I'm like, I want to go back to sleep. It was just getting good. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about. Is there any element of truth in that for you on a daily basis or whenever it is you do wake up from a nocturnal dream where you could see clearly? Do you see clearly in a dream?
I see clearly in a dream. I think it's not dreaming I do. It's when I come out of meditation. That's when I'm just in that point of bliss and high, and I come back. It's like, oh, damn it, I have to go back into this physical body and have these challenges. And my soul chose to have these challenges, and so I was like, I got to walk around on the beach, my shorts. Now I gotta put in my suit back on.
Yes. Is there anything that concerns you about the world we live in today, Aron, that literally keeps you awake at night?
Yeah, there's a lot of things, and the one big thing that keeps me awake is that we thrive to want a lot of things, but actually it comes down to the simplicity of life. Yes, there's wars, yes, there's viruses, yes, there's disabilities, but in fact, we all are superheroes, and that's one thing that frustrates the hell out of me is that, hey, from superhero to superhero, why do we need all these constructs of the Matrix to prevent us to achieve and to be that?
Nicely said. Have you written a book yet?
No, I'm sharing a chapter with 22 other authors who are similar to me and so on, but a full book, no.
You're going to. I'm gonna just tell you this. I'm prophesying right now because the download is hitting me hard and fast. Just get ready. Get everything you need in place because 2025 is the year of the Aron O'Dowd book, and it's going to be one humdinger. So I'm just letting you know, when you start seeing things lead you to that place, hold on tight because it's going to be one heck of a ride. So there's that. There's that. So what are you most hopeful about, Aron, as far as creating change, easing suffering? Sometimes this work that we do, sharing and being open and accessible to be poured into, all leading to both sides of the table, hopefully stretching for another piece of their highest self. So what is it that inspires you? What are you most hopeful for within this journey?
I'm hopeful that we all get to reset, including myself, to be able to achieve the greatness that we are on a soul level, a physical level, and a mental level, where we don't want money, we don't want success. It's there right in front of us, where I don't have to play the blind card. I can see perfectly. A lot of my friends say, hey, you can see perfectly, but actually there's a blockage there where we all can just be who we are without the constructions or the strains of the material world or the world where we have been through and advancing going forwards.
Do you ever get sick of the B word? And no, I don't mean bitch. Blind.
No.
Blind. Do you ever get sick of that word? Do you feel, here's a better question. You know what I mean? Like, do you think it gets overused because I was innately instructed. Now I know that sounds like, how can it be innate if you were instructed? I'm saying my spirit was instructing me, don't be stupid, Lauren. It's not even about that. He just happens to be blind. So let me ask you, how do you deal with the frustration of people like, oh, let me get that for you. Oh, well, don't say that around him, or trying to change a story because, or apologizing. I have a feeling, I hear that you get sick of people apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Aron, I didn't mean that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you are right. But the older I get, the wiser I get, the more I like, okay, yeah, it's part of the suit, you know. It's like, all right, I need help or support. How can I do? Who can I be with, and so on. So, but if you ask me that question, you know, my 20s, early teens, late 20s, it'd be like whole different answer to that question.
So because you have grown and evolved.
Yes.
Right? You mentioned when you have a family.
Mm-hmm.
You plan to have a family, yes?
That's on the cards, right? If I look at my contract list, that probably is on the cards, you know.
What is a contract list?
Contract list is probably all the things I've designed and things that'll pop up on my journey in my backpack of the soul that's carrying on this body.
My backpack of the soul. Wait a minute. Where do you have rights to that? Because if not, I'm stealing
I
it
do.
right now. You do?
I do, yes.
Ah! And now I've already asked, so now I'd lose in court if I were to steal it. Damn it! So talk about that. That sounds like your book title.
You know, it's my tools I use to navigate this world, the spiritual lives I've lived from day one to now and going forward. It's the, you know, the guides I have, it's the angels I have, it's a number of things. It's an energetic backpack I wear all the time, and you know, it knows when I'm meant to be born, it knows when I'm meant to be ready to go, and you know, the journey will present people like you and others, or events or countries or so on, that is constructed in an energetic form that I've naturally probably designed.
Aron, I just wrote that down. The backpack of the soul. I am in the process of writing a commencement speech for a graduating high school class that I have to speak in front of this coming Sunday. And I was feeling neglectful this morning, like, what am I doing? Why am I waiting so late? But you know, it's not late. It's divine timing, because once I started, everything that I live every day just started flying in. And so I'm asking your permission, because I ain't trying to get my ass sued, to use the backpack of the soul. So somebody in the future should quote me. I will give you credit, Aron O'Dowd. I promise I will do that.
Okay.
For it. But I'm just saying, if they just happen to
I know.
don't think, okay, because let's talk about the soul for a second. I feel, tell me how you see this. I oftentimes find myself praying that people would just acknowledge, seek, there's so many words that should go into what I'm trying to say, but I'll just leave it there. Acknowledge, pour into, converse with, love up on, remember yourself too. And that is the literal soul that we each have. Do you feel, Aron, that a lot of people it's like in a junk drawer? It's in their journey's junk drawer. It's slipped between the cushions of their life. Talk about that. Why the soul and the work of the soul, that thirst that it came to this journey to quench. Talk about that.
The soul is the driver who drives the Ferrari or the Lamborghini, the Maserati, and yet in that you gotta, you know, your pennies and your dimes and your whatever. But you know, when the soul is ready to go, the body decides to have enough. The soul is the instrumental drummer of the body, and the body is just the instrument to, you know, for us to have this communication from my soul to your soul, where our internal worlds are bridging through technology, to bring our messages, our thoughts, our experiences, our energy, and dance together to be able to have a communal union conversation.
See, you know what? Let me just put this out there, Aron. Seriously, you are anointed in the manner in which you speak. The things that come through you on their way to the world, undeniably, have come from what is greater than us. I mean that. I'm serious. I just as we wrap this hour up, and I'm gonna bring you back, because now we know to have your ass in the living room. That's what we know. We know that now. Okay. So I want to bring you back, because if you thought there were some great questions today, buckle up, Buttercup, because the next time you come, we're going deep. Is that okay?
Ah, that's perfect. I'm looking for a good wedgie lashing from you, you know?
Oh, well, you don't ask no more. I was the king of the wedgies back in the day. I mean, I was mainly the recipient, but I still learned. Trust me. I had a pair. Never mind. I was going to say I had my last wedgie pair bronzed. They're upstairs on a podium. I'm kidding. That would be funny. That really would. Listen, and you're on notice, because the next time you come in here, you better have a limerick ready. How the hell you gonna come from Limerick, Ireland, and not have a limerick? I'm just saying.
Okay.
Hey, wait a minute. Is a limerick the thing that kind of goes like, there once was a girl from Nantucket
Probably. I don't know. I have to do my homework on
who
it.
carried her bra in a bucket? when her boob hit the ground, it made a deafening sound, and she said, "Oh well." I'm not even gonna say. Is that a limerick?
Probably it is, and the imagination is going wild with the next sentence.
Well, hey, wait. Wait a minute. I think I'm onto something. Aren't Irish limericks usually kind of off-colored?
Yeah, they are.
They are. That's what I love about y'all. Oh my God, that and some potatoes O'Brien. Nothing like and Lucky Charms and Irish Spring. All my favorite Irish things. So anyway, listen, you go and you have the best day ever. You have the best weekend ever. And hang out, because I want to get you booked. I think we're going to have you back in a week or two. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
Yes, because I already know what I'm going to do with you. Okay, listen, get out of here. Thank you so much for being who you are. I'm excited about your return, and I'm going to make sure there's a shitload of people here because everybody needs to know Aron O'Dowd. I mean that. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
And you guys, I'm going to be sucking up to see if I can get on Aron's podcast. So I'll let you know of how that fares. Listen, I want you all to know this. I'm blessing you right now. By just saying, I see you, I feel you, I love you, I adore you. Thank you so much for being a part of pouring into me today so that I can find what I need to get to my highest self. And I couldn't do it without you. It is the promise of two or more that makes it possible. Always together, never alone. Now, I will meet you Monday. No, Monday is a holiday. We have a replay, but I'll be live Tuesday. And to prove it, I'm going to tell you who the guest is. The guest on Tuesday, Susie Saint something. I can't say that last name because she's in Haiti. And it's one of those names. I was like, can you say it one more time? She did. I said, never mind. I'm going to just call you Susie Saint something. And she said, okay. So there it is. Susie Saint something will be here on Tuesday. In the meantime, get out there. Make a difference in the world. Get up and look for how you can ease suffering somewhere with something that affects some person, somebody. Will you do that for me? I know you will. God bless you. I'll meet you Tuesday morning over on the front porch, where together we'll have another illuminated conversation. Where? Right here on Bathrobe Moments. I'm Dr. Lauren, and I love you, and I say it every day, and guess what? There ain't a damn thing you can do about it. So there it is. Okay, Aron, I love you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Have a great one. Bye, everybody. Let me see. Should I stay any longer? Okay, bye, everybody.
Show me your soul. Baby, I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Honey, it's way past time. How explicit do I have to be? Need I spell it out before you get it, baby? Show me your soul.